Obodo fam, show some love to Auntie B. Hit, like, subscribe, and share. Are you in Europe, America, and struggling in your relationship? From argument to abuse and trust issues, we're here to help.
Lola and I founded Prestige Marriage Academy to transform your story. With 20 years of friendship, 17 years of marriage, experience with navigating the ups and downs of marriage, and personalized coaching, includes 24/7 support. Ignorance is expensive. WhatsApp us at +1732 305 8577 to book a free discovery session today. Take charge now.
Don't wing it.
Join us in creating the love life you deserve.
Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. How's everyone doing? I really wanted to put my camera on today. Well, lie. I really wanted to, but oh my God, what a day. I've been so busy just running from pillar to post. I've not had a second. I was literally in the kitchen and just asked my kid. I was like, what's the time? And she was like, 2 minutes to 7. I was like, what? I ran here, so Emma Binu. I'll do my best to put on my camera going forward. I did say that I was gonna be putting on my camera, but it's just no time. And I can't come to you guys because I respect you so much. I gotta look my best. You see, I have to package myself and make sure that I look presentable. I can't just wear bonnet and come and sit here. Although sometimes, yeah, it calls for bonnet. It calls for a bonnet kind of situation, a bonnet kind of gist. But yeah, welcome everybody. I know you got it. Please, welcome. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so. This is Obodooyinbo TV, and here we talk about real issues that affect mostly us diasporans who live here, Africans in the diaspora, ranging from marriage, relationship. We talk about life. We talk about career. We talk about retirement. We talk about, name it, lifestyle, everything that has to do with navigating the Obodooyinbo lifestyle, especially concerning marriage and relationship. That's what we talk about. We are, of course, a domestic violence support group. Okay, if you didn't know before, please be aware that we are a domestic violence support group, and that's why anything that has to do with protection of lives, safeguarding, I'm right there. And so I'm sure most of you will not be surprised because you did send it to me when you saw that video that we are talking about that is trending on Obasanjo internet. Yeah, I'm sure most of you have seen it. What is the title of the video? UK police says to Nigerian women, stop reporting your husband to the police. That's what we want to talk about. And I have quite a lot to say. So as you're joining, I appreciate you. I thank you very much. But please do give us a thumbs up so that when we get into the G's, our G's, once it starts getting very interesting, people do not remember to like. So just give us a thumbs up. If you are watching from the sofa, from your chair, from work, and you have not subscribed, please do so. We are moving very, very slowly, but we are moving. All movement is good, right? Yeah, all movement is good. I do recognize that some of the conversations that we have, they are very serious. Our conversations are very serious all the time, Rebecca. You know that. Rebecca said, this is serious, so TV, this is serious. Yeah. It's very, very serious because it's playing to the narrative of don't bring your wife abroad. That's what it's playing into. And we all know this. We know this. Yeah, once upon a time, we had a conversation here, and I told you guys that a lot of people, unfortunately, who consume social media, Nigerians and maybe Africans, not everybody, but majority, they don't think critically. So everything that they consume in form of videos, posts, reels, whatever form of style that the information is presented in, They just consume me without questioning anything. I have a problem with people that just accept whatever they see on social media without asking questions. I mean, I'm like, come on now, guys. Hmm? How can you just accept whatever you see? Anything, any video, somebody will be walking on the streets of London or wherever they are based in the UK wearing their bonnet. Obviously, you can see that these people know zero about how this country works. I'm going to try to be very calm tonight because when I saw this video, I was so pissed off because of the misinformation. There is so much misinformation and lies that people are spreading to trend on social media. And I did try to reach that church today. Yes, I googled the church. I rang them because it was a church that they said this thing happened. And I'm going to play all the videos I have quite a lot of videos lined up and I'm going to play for you guys. So please give us a thumbs up. Welcome, welcome everybody. Come into the studio. Take your seat, and yeah, get something to drink. The church is called Divine Restoration Church. I think they have branches all over the UK, but this particular one where this matter happened was in Camberwell. I would like to speak to the pastor of that church. Anybody that knows the pastor of Divine Restoration Church, Camberwell, is in Southeast London. We would like to find out the basis and the context of that video. Because it's that video that people are now jumping on to say that the UK police has warned Nigerian women. UK police has warned Nigerian women about calling police on their husband. Now, for any right-thinking person, if you can think, let me not even use critical thinking because that's too much. Anybody that has the mind to even decipher, to even think about things logically, you will know that calling police over insignificant matters because the police they are called what they call is an emergency service. So calling police over issues that is not an emergency is considered a waste of police time and it's an offense. It is an offense. So you don't just wake up one day and say, today what am I going to do? What am I going to do today? I think I'll waste police time. Let me just waste police time. UK police, after all, they are jobless. They don't have anything to do. So why don't I just call them and waste their time? By telling them to come and arrest my husband. I have been in the UK for good 18 years. I have never called the police one day. I've never called the police one day to come and arrest my husband. I know a whole lot of women. And I know that the average Nigerian woman, before they can sit down to be thinking of calling police, that matter would have hooked them to a point that, yes, there's always exceptions to the rule. We've heard news or stories of women who just want to kick their husbands out and they use the police. But ladies and gentlemen, that is an exception. It's not the rule. It is not the rule. Because for everything that is good, it can easily be abused. So we are mindful of that. We have to be very, 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 very aware of that. So let me start with the video. Kuberat is a couple of videos. I'm going to start with the first one because this is the one that started it. Or I will start with this auntie's one. This auntie, does anybody know her? Then I will play the one of because they are all playing to the same gallery. It's the same narrative. Let's start with this one.
Nigerian women in London, UK, stop reporting your husband. London Metropolitan Police have sent a warning letter to you Nigerians.
Where did London Metropolitan Police send that warning letter to? Where exactly? Is he on LBC? Is he on BBC? Where? Because if you can think, you will know that the police does not issue statements in a local church. Okay? Now, there are community police in the UK, all right? Which a lot of our people work in. Because they try to integrate, community police. They try to integrate people from the community. Black, Asians. But let me tell you something. The main Metropolitan Police that she's talking about, before you even see our color there, it is hard. It is very, very hard. So I don't know exactly where this letter was written to, because she said that Metropolitan Police have written to Nigerian women. I want to find out which medium did they use to address this letter. Did they have a news conference? Was it announced in number 10? Was it on BBC? Where? We need to find out, though. Because you are giving us information and we have a right to question that information that you are giving us. Auntie, I can see your work ID on your neck with your what's it called? What was I talking about a minute ago? I promised myself I'm not going to be upset, honestly, because I am just so tired of fake news. I'm tired. You are walking on the street with camera, you want to trend. You say Metropolitan Police told Nigerian women what? How? Where? Wearing your bonnet to go and do your care work. Instead of you to go where you are going, and mind your business, you want to add to all the issues that we already have in our community by giving out misinformation. Okay, let's continue.
Stop reporting your husband. For these people to go to this level, you know that they've had enough. They are tired. Different file cases, different reports.
Different file cases, different report. These people are tired. How do you know that, Auntie, that the police is tired? That is their job. I keep telling you people here on this platform that, please, Nigerians, these laws in this country are not made for us. The owners of this land made this law to protect their women and children because they know that they are the vulnerable members of the society. If you want to come here, then you got to obey the rules of the land. You have to obey the laws of the land. And I will show you. I'm going to give you examples tonight of people that have decided that they want to carry their nyama behavior from Nigeria to come to the abroad and how they've ended up. She said that there are different files, there are different reports, and I'm wondering, the police is an emergency service. They work with the social services, they work with the ambulance service. They work with ambulance, they work with fire service. Those are the three what they call it, emergency service. All of them are to safeguard lives and property. Fire service, police, ambulance. Those three. And that's why you see that they all use siren, because it's always emergencies wherever they are going. So how can the police be tired? How are the police tired that you are calling them when you are in danger? Police are calling you. I don't understand. I mean, do people... Okay, I get it that a lot of people that are consuming this information are in Nigeria. So they don't know the way the system works here. I live in the UK. I know how it works in and out. There's nothing you want to tell me. I work in one of the services that work hand in hand with the police. And I've done so for over 10 years. So I know the procedures. I know the policies. I know the law. And see, I don't understand what education you have, your knowledge of the UK, and exactly where you work, that you are privy to this information where the police said, we are tired of Nigerian women. We have too many files. Because what I know from experience is that the frustrations that a lot of the police have is that whenever there's a domestic violence situation, when the police comes, the women are always afraid. Please don't arrest my husband. Please don't take my husband away. What would my family say? What would his family say? They will say I call police for my husband. Most of the cases is from school. I have friends who are my colleagues that work in children's social services. They pick up most of these cases in school. Do you know how they know in school? Because they used to ask the children. They ask the children about the situation at home. How is your dad? How is your mom? And you know, children at a certain age, they don't know how to lie. So they will just say how it is. If the child is unkept, the child is coming late to school, there is any mark on the child's But if the child discloses anything, they will pick it up. They will pick it up because they have welfare staff in the school. So most of the referrals that come into social services, especially children's services, is from schools. And that's why my friends that work in social service, children's social services will tell me that during school holiday, they have less referrals. But during school time, there's always a lot of referrals because they're picking things up from school. You don't need a child to come and meet you and say, oh, this happened. Woman, talk. They ask them questions. They ask them. If the child is not, in terms of their behavior, they are overreacting or they are fighting, or the child is so shy, timid, and they are not, confident, they pick all these things up. All these women will come to the UK less than 1 year. They will start making videos and talking rubbish about what they know nothing about. You said police said that they are tired. How can police be tired of an emergency? This is the work that they do. You see, it all goes down to, this stereotype, don't bring your wife abroad. Once women come abroad, this is what these people are playing this terror. They keep playing it over and over and over again. And it's all about the shaming. God will bless you, Pauline. It is shaming because she even tagged the video. This is what she said on the video. She said that Nigerian women in London, stop bringing shame on yourselves. Yeah, that's how she put it. She says, stop bringing shame. You know how we talk about, the shaming culture that we have? Yes. You guys remember? Yes. Is the victims that should be ashamed. I have never seen a Nigerian woman or man make video in the London that they're always walking around like homeless people to say, Nigerian men in the UK, don't beat your wife in the UK. The police will arrest you for beating your wife in the UK. Don't abuse. Leave your abusive behavior in Nigeria. Have you ever seen it? No. Nobody will do that video. It's all about calling the police. Now, let's examine this police of the thing, because for every action, there's a consequence. The consequences of calling the police is that an action has taken place. Is that you put your hands on the person, or you behave in a way that is very dangerous, the person does not feel safe? There must be an action to trigger calling the police. How come nobody talks about the action? It's always the consequences they are talking about. So I looked at this video and I was infuriated. And I said to myself, just 3 days ago, we're here talking about these ladies, Rebecca, that if the Kenyan police did their work, she'll be alive today. We talked about Damaris, another Kenyan lady. We talked about Agnes. Not to talk about the numerous names. Because the Nigerian police and African police generally do not do their job. Now, when they come to a place where the police are actually doing their job, you are telling women, you are shaming women that they should be ashamed of themselves. Oh my sheo. Oh my sheo. You are telling women, instead of you to say, don't abuse your wife, you are saying, no, stop calling. You are shaming yourself. You are bringing shame on yourself for calling the police. Did you find out why the person called the police? Do you know that if you call the police without an incident happening, they consider it a waste of police time and you can be arrested for that? Oh, let me shock you. Do you know that calling the police is not something that only women can do? Men can also call the police on their spouses. If a woman is being violent towards you or you do not feel safe, that you can call the police as well. Do you know that children can call police on their parents and parents can call police on their children? It's all about safety. But they are trying to shut people down. They are trying to shut people up. They are trying to bring shame, as if these women don't feel shamed already. And this is, to me, is unacceptable. It's just, it's wrong on all levels. Let's finish the video.
On daily basis. What is it? What is it? You think because you have the power, you have the rights as a woman, you live in the Western world. Any little misunderstanding that you had with your husband, you already calling police. Things that you can settle amicably.
So she said, any little misunderstanding. Please define little misunderstanding. Help me to define little. What is a little misunderstanding? I want you to elaborate on what you mean. I wish I can see her. I wish I can see this woman so that she can explain to me where she had this meeting with number 10. Since she's the spokesman for Metropolitan Police, where they called her into a meeting to advise her to go and campaign on behalf of Mongo Parks.
Among yourself, you're already calling police. These people said they've had enough. You should stop reporting, stop coming, stop calling them for every little thing that doesn't make sense. Okay? I'm so ashamed when I heard this news this afternoon. For these people to go to this level, you know that they have had enough. Even the small omokekere that even just entered the UK less than 1 year, you're already reporting your husband, you're already calling police. The country you just came in, you are not even sure of settlements. You don't know what's going to pump up tomorrow. You're already calling police. But you've lived with that same man for more than 10 years in Nigeria. So under 1 year now in the UK, you're calling police, reporting here and there. This is a lesson to each and every one of you. Nigerians, please, let us respect ourselves in this part of the world. Everything must not be we at the front line. No, they should remember, they should call us for good thing, not bad. I beg, when we stop to the reports. When you have misunderstanding with your husband, try and iron it out. Try and settle it with him. Eh? Men in this part of the world, they are not hard. They are not difficult people. They understand. They are not like those ones back home. I don't see the reason why you should be having misunderstanding. Or
Can you hear? Can you hear? Shang, can you hear this weird? Men in this part of the world hard. They are not like the ones home. You know, when they want to come abroad now, they are not like the ones back home. So when they want to come abroad, once they get to Murtala Mohammed Airport, they will change their character there. They will go into a room, they will remove their character and hang it in the wall. They will put a new character of the UK on them as they are coming. Shangbo, can you just hear what she's saying? Is the generalization, is undermining that domestic violence is something that people eat and drink in Nigeria. It is undermining the violence that some people are used to, that they think they will continue to do. Why in every day you hear news of women being pied. Men in this part of the world are very easy. Why should you have problem with them? Why are you having problem? You must be the bad person. You are the bad person. Is a culture of shame. It's shame. Yeah, it's shame. That is it. Shame the victim and continue to promote violence. It's good.
the time with your husband that will warrant you to be calling police.
So if when I saw this, I posted it and said, keep shaming the victims of DV, yeah, and support abusers. If the Kenya police did their job, Rebecca will be alive. If Nigerian police did their job, Unka Osinachi will be. You know what? The police were aware of Rebecca's situation. The Uganda woman that just by. She was burnt alive. It's women like this that will tell her that, why are you calling police? Why are you calling police? Little misunderstanding that you can settle. But you see, human beings, sorry. When it happens, they will say, you two, why did you stay there? Why did you stay there? Why did you stay there? You see how she just said, oh, the men in this part of the world are not difficult. No, they are not. They are not difficult at all. Because you've done a sample. You stay with all the men in this part of the world. So you know the way they behave. So it doesn't matter individuals' experience. It doesn't matter what is going on in their homes. You are the advocate for all the men in the UK. So this is the video. I want to show you guys the video now of the police that went to this church that I was telling you guys about in a place called, the people that live in London know, they will know Camberwell. Camberwell is in the southeast of London, right? You know that part of London that the part of London that a lot of people say that's where a lot of Nigerians live. Southeast, they call it Southeast London. Okay, now let me give you a little background about Camberwell because I know Camberwell very well. All right. Camberwell is in the heart of Southeast London, right? And it's in Southeast London that a lot of Black Africans generally are domicile. You have a lot of Black Africans live in that area. There are a lot of, so it's considered a low income area, okay? Even though it's very close to London City, it's still considered a low income area. So you have a lot of estates, okay? I don't know how it is about in America, but estates are usually flats, okay? And it's low income or people who don't even have jobs, people that have down whatever benefit, disability or whatever, that live in those areas. And because the areas are deprived, they usually have a lot of, different kind of groups. They have crime. There's a lot of crime. Crime is very high in that area. There's a lot of antisocial behavior in that area. And also, they have a lot of Black boys who are unfortunately in gangs. All right? So, I'm giving you context before I play this video so that you can understand where this policeman here, I'm still going to tweet this or put it on my Instagram and tag the Met Police because we need to hear from them what this is all about. First of all, the video you can see from the camera that is an old video. It's very old. I don't know how long. Somebody says it's from 5 years. Some say it's from 6 years. I don't know. But I'm giving you the context so that you can understand why the police were invited to that church. Okay? They were invited to give a talk. It's a Nigerian church. It's a Pentecostal church. Because people don't do their investigation. And if this auntie has done her investigation, she won't be there opening her mouth to talk rubbish about how Metropolitan Police called her into a meeting. You are the mouthpiece. Divine Restoration Church is called. It's a Pentecostal church. I googled them today. They are in, it's like, thank you. Neka, my love, how are you? It's like Section 8 housing. God will bless you. How am I that? Like Section 8 is blocks. Like the blocks, sometimes you have like 10, 12, 15 floors made up of 2-3 bedroom flats. Low income, right? So there's a lot of crime in the area. Okay? So these policemen, I'm sure they are community police. So now there's a difference between police, London Metropolitan Police, and community police. They are not the real police. Okay? These ones are just the ones, they are basically like security. They wear police uniform, but they are basically like, how will I describe them? Maybe like security police that just goes around to see if there's anything going on. They just walk around the area. Some of them use bicycles, some of them just walk to just go around to see that there's nothing going on. So they were invited to this church to give a talk. So I needed to give you guys the context about the area called Camberwell because yes, so that you can understand where the man was coming from when he started talking. Remember, he was standing there, another policeman was standing there. He was speaking in Yoruba. He was talking about his community policing. God will bless you, Bola. Community police. He was talking about, children. His focus was, I'm sure they invited them to come and talk about, violence in the community, gang and things like that, why it is important, for parents to look after their children, the role of a father in the home, because a lot of children who don't have father figures, unfortunately, end up being what's the word I'm using for? They target them in the community, they groom them and use them. What do? Most of these children that belong to these groups, they sell drugs. That's what they use. And some of them are not even aware because they just groom them. I'm talking about children as young as primary school, secondary school, from 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, like that. So it's a church. They invited him, the community police to the police to come and have a chat with parents. I tried to get to the root of what was happening in the church there, why the police were there, because you can invite the police or any services to come and give a talk. You can also invite any of the emergency service to give a talk. The church is considered a community, is a charity. Churches are registered as charities in the UK. So if they're having an event, they invite them, they give them enough notice, of course they will come. So this uncle came. And this is what he had to say. This is where that woman that was talking saw that information without even digging in to find out, okay, what's the context? What's going on there? She said, Met Police said they are tired of you Nigerian women. Where did they say they are tired of Nigerian women? Hmm? Hmm. Yes. Yeah. Let's play the video and see. And it's been trending, and it says UK police tells Nigerian wives, stop reporting your husband to us, manage your homes. It sounds like what a Nigerian policeman would write. Because the UK police will never. First of all, they don't have this view about women. They don't see women in a way that African society see women as lesser human beings. No, in this country, they even see women as higher. They don't see women as there's no patriarchy here. They believe so much in equality. So this is so worded in a Nigerian kind of lingua where you will say, UK police tells Nigerian wives, stop reporting your husband to us. Manage your homes. Which UK police use that word? Manage your homes. Really? Really? Anyway, the uncle is talking. Let's listen to the video. You can see he's in a church. This was a while ago. Was addressing parents.
Nobody want to know where is child. Àdúrà tí àwa Nàìjíríà máa ń gbà pé kọ́mọ gbẹ̀yìn wa. But today, what are we saying? Is the opposite.
So you see, he started out by talking about how, because a lot of all these kids, unfortunately, that get into all these groups, they end up being deleted because they always have rivalry. They always have, because they are selling all these things, they are selling all this powder, they always have rivalry. So they end up being deleted. He started out by saying the prayer we pray is that, it's the children that should be burying their parents, but a lot of youths, a lot of young men and women, young children being pied in this situation. God will bless you, Jay. Thank God we have UK people here. If I'm lying, you guys know the challenges that, we face. Kolong Bafuwa is prayers. You have to keep praying. So this is where this is how this whole thing started.
It's the opposite. I think we need to change our orientation. Those of you that feel like, oh, your husband is not important, go back to the root. See that man, even though he's not doing anything, being at home. Sometimes you might want to talk to your child, but your child might not want to listen to you. You might want to listen to his dad. I want to listen to his dad. If the dad say, stop it, that child might stop it. But maybe as a mother, you're there on your own, you say, stop it, you just say, what is she saying?
So he's talking about the role of a man, the role of a father in the child's life, which is very, very important. I have boys, so I know that boys respect their father way more, because we women will baby them. We show them too much, love, 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 love. But they respect their dad. That's the truth. And the message is clear and it's a good message, right? Telling the parents that, okay, the role of a father in a home is very, very important. This is what he's talking about. That, even if the man is not, behaving according to him, is not bringing in much into the home, that being there is healthy for the children. Because we are talking about safeguarding, right? How do we protect these children? How do we make sure that they have father figures that will, help them to know what being a man is, so that they don't go out in the street? Because a lot of times, not in all cases, but a lot of times, the children that do get seduced into all these groups are children who don't have father figures, or whose fathers have not taught them anything. So they find that in peer groups outside, and the peer groups introduce them to bad things. And it's a brilliant message. I can't even quarrel with that. It's an excellent message. How does this now translate to Metropolitan Police is tired of you calling us police? They say they are tired. How?
But when the daddy said stop, he will stop. Even though the man is not doing it, let's try as much as possible to manage it. I know there's nothing like manage, but sometimes it's the way we build our home, because our women feel like the man is nobody because of the way the society we find ourselves. Some of us back home, Yamokoton with the benefit.
No.
Teacher,
We must eat, yeah.
but Adebiton, ìjọba fún wa lówó, ó fún wa gbogbo ẹ̀.
I wanted to say something briefly about the benefits, because a lot of people do make a lot of people do make this assumption that the reason why some women call police on their husband is because of benefits. Okay, benefit in the UK is not benefit. I don't know how to describe it. Child benefit. I hear that in some parts of Europe, like Germany, that they pay one child get up to 800 euros or whatever. That's what I hear. I don't know. Anyone from Germany can please correct me in the comment section. What is the child benefit? Because in this UK, as a matter of fact, when they saw that immigrants, so you born they born, when they come to say immigrants say that too they born, now they cap them. Only 2 children. Jay, am I right? It's not only 2 children you can even claim child benefit for. This child benefit we are talking about, one child is maybe between 90 and 100 pounds. So if you claim it for 2 children, which is 200 or thereabouts, let's say approximately 200, how are you going to pay your rent with 200 pounds? How are you going to feed in a month with 200 pounds? So it's a joke when people talk about pay benefits. How much is it for a child? In Germany, it's 250 per child, and it gets higher. Okay. Is that Germany, Steph? Oh, yeah, I think so. Because UK, there's no way it's 250. It's 250 per child in Germany, you see. In the UK, it's 35 pounds per week. And, yeah. So, you live in Germany, right? Okay. So in the UK, don't allow anybody deceive you. It's because of benefit. The benefiting here is not benefiting. It doesn't benefit nobody. It does not benefit you. You will stay under the poverty line for life if you sit down and be waiting on benefits. It could benefit anybody. I just needed to clarify that. Okay, but we are still grateful for it. Like you said, where we come from, no, there's nothing like that. So, I mean, whatever we can get in this part of the world, we are grateful for it. However, anybody that is driven, that you have dreams, you have goals, you will not going to sit down because of 25 pounds, how many pounds that you get weekly on child benefits. Nah.
Benefit. And iṣẹ́, wọ́n ní ká ṣiṣẹ́ kò dọ́là o. Bó bá gbéyàn bá fẹ́ kéèyàn ṣiṣẹ́ títí tílẹ̀ máa fi mọ́, tọ́lọ́run bá pè mọ́ èèyàn, péèyàn máa ń ṣoríire. Ìbùkún Ọlọ́run, òun ló mú ni là. Ẹlẹ́wọ̀n kan ní ilé ayé yìí, a wá síbi nítòótọ́, a fẹ́ help àwọn tó wà nílé. Bá mi commit tó jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn míì ṣiṣẹ́ kó pọ̀.
So he started talking about walking and the blessing of God and all that, that God that blesses and all that. Good stuff. Really good stuff. I'm reading it from Ole in Nigeria. I want to believe that Ole in Nigeria is in Nigeria. Because Ole in Nigeria wrote that for UK to arrange a press conference in Yoruba, that's amazing. Press conference, Bibawu. This is a Yoruba church. You can hear all of them saying they are responding. Mostly Yoruba. Nigerians are in the church. So, I don't know. Context is everything, my people.
Sisters, brothers, they phone you. You go back home and see some of them, they're looking better than me and you. But when they call you, bring, you will think that if you don't send to them, they will die next minute. Think about your home here. This is your home. This is where you live. The society we are living, if we allow it to be corrupted with the attitudes of the children of the youth of today, it becomes problem. It's not just for the police, it's for everybody.
So you can see the emphasis is on the youth. The emphasis on this video is about raising productive, youth that will be responsible to not only the parents, but the community, which is brilliant. This is what people turned around to say that UK police said they are tired. They are tired. They are tired of you, Nigerian women. Stop disturbing them. Jay said child benefits charge. There is a child benefit charge if you don't declare you are earning above 60k. My friend is paying back 6,000 for child benefits charges. Wow. Really? Jesus is Lord. I told you child benefit in the UK is not benefiting. You just leave it alone. You want to leave it alone.
Okay. All those children that they're being killed, you get to, you say, maybe if your child is not at home, you'll be thinking, oh, where is this child? Where is my daughter? Where is my son? Until that child enter the house before you can have peace of mind.
Absolutely.
Before you can have peace of mind. We just try to help. The situation, we have to work together. As my colleague said, we have to work together. He said, clap hand together, make it work. But if you just say, no, I don't want to say anything, I don't want to do this. We, the police here, we're here to help you. We're not your enemy, we're your friends. If you have any problem, any issue, if you say any of us can stop out on the road, discuss with us, we'll give you an advice. If it's something that we don't have, we'll take it to the higher authority in the office, and they will give us the right appropriate advice. Àdúrà mi pé Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè tá ń sìn kò ní fi wá sílẹ̀, kò ní jẹ́ ká mọ sáré ọmọ wa o. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká tọ́jú ọmọ wa.
So I'll play the whole video to you, ladies and gentlemen. Did you hear anywhere there where that brother, a Nigerian, a Yoruba man working in the Nigeria, I say Nigeria, not Nigeria police, in the police, said anything about warning Nigerian women? Did you hear that? Because even the person that tagged it, the tag is misleading. It's completely misleading. What he spoke about is completely different from what they wrote on the tag is completely different. UK police tell Nigerian wives, stop reporting your husband to us. Manage your homes. Did you hear that? Dr. Ife said, Auntie B, my fear is that this false information will now stop some women going through DV not to report and thereby increasing the ill in the society. You and I both, my dear. You and I both. And that's why I'm doing a reaction to it. What that man said, I can't even fault anything he said. He's talking about looking after your home, looking after your children, prioritizing the children, and the role of a father in a home. How did that translate to you are disturbing us? They say UK police had conference. They had a conference to warn Nigerian women. Clickbaits, rumors, lori ira. The agenda they are pushing. Call on Dariji one. Don't call police when you don't have an emergency. I will never support it. Just calling the police because, you just feel tired, you want out of the marriage. You can tell the person that, okay, I'm done. You don't need. The police is an emergency service. Only call them. But if your life is at risk, you don't feel safe, somebody is threatening you or they are putting their hands on you. Cool down, Oni. If you follow what they are saying on social media, I'm ashamed of you. You be ashamed of yourself. You wearing bonnet and walking up and down to do all your hours for your money to be complete. You should be ashamed of yourself, not the victims. You see, this culture of shaming victims of domestic violence in our community, this culture, it has to stop. It really has to stop. You see, Amy said TV stations in Nigeria ran with the fake news. Le bâton. Can you hear that? TV station. I rest my case. Guys, I'm tired. Honestly, I am. I'm weak. There are so many things that you are doing in Nigeria that when you come to the abroad, you cannot do. Because the society is a sane society. It's not your Nigeria or Africa that you do all your yama yama. No. Everything they created in this part of the world, they created it for themselves. You know how I usually tell you guys about how women are the gatekeeper of patriarchy, and how some of these our aunties and our mummies, we love them, but their idea of marriage and relationship does not fit the modern day life. No, it doesn't. It won't work. However, a lot of Mongo Parks are holding on to this. This is what they want. So I ran into this video. I wanted to share it while we are talking about narratives. Thank you so much, Oge, for the super chat. I really appreciate that. God will bless you. Thank you. TV station running with a false narrative because nobody bothers to do homework. They don't bother to investigate or look into it. How did I know where this thing happened? How did I know that this was targeting parents? And because at a point, it's even better now. You know what stopped it? Let me tell you guys what stopped this gang violence that was so prolific, and it was like an epidemic in the UK. Do you know what stopped it? Or not stopped, but reduced it? It was COVID. You see, that lockdown, it did a lot of good as much as it did a lot of bad. Natu, thank you so much, my darling. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. Lockdown, when everybody was locked down. You know, the UK were on lockdown for almost 1 year. 2020, no going out, no coming in. You don't go nowhere. No church, no school, no work. Everybody was at home. It's since then that everything has now died down. Before, we still hear it too, but it's better since the pandemic. So people don't do their homework, so they run with anything they see. And when we talk about women being the gatekeeper of patriarchy, listen to this auntie tell you about how, you see, bad behavior is bad behavior. If you don't call it out, call it any name you want, it will continue to be bad behavior. This auntie said something. He said, if my husband cheats, I will cheat back. This is her reaction to it. Okay, revenge cheating. I don't support it. However, is this the solution? Listen to her.
Hello? Hey, did I hear you saying that? Wife? That if your husband cheats, you are going to cheat back. Hey, Mrs. Cheater. Hello, come here. You don't know your responsibility. If you know your responsibility and you know the reason why you married that man, then you will know that you married that man to be his helper. Even if he is a cheater, which means you need to help him in that area.
Yes, we're helpers. Ladies, do you know your role? Those of you that are married and those of you that are yet to marry, do you know your role? You need to help him. Help him in the area of cheating. Help him to cheat more. Present him different sanctimonious side chicks to choose from. Choose light skin, dark skin, tall, short, the one with big yash, the one with flat nyash, the one with big chest. Just choose all sorts. Let him choose. After all, you're a helper. Anti-helper, you have to help. If you don't help, you don't know your role.
Not to join him to cheat.
No, don't.
If you have that mind, it means you yourself, you are a cheater.
Benny.
Yes,
Benny.
it means you are a cheater.
Benny.
You are not clean yourself. You are responsible for his upbringing too, don't you?
Yes, you are responsible for his upbringing. You know they didn't finish bringing him up. So you now as a wife, you have to finish the upbringing. She said upbringing. You have to raise him as a baby, put him in your breast and nurse him. You know how we nurse babies? You have to nurse them at night when they are crying. Nurse them. Upbringing, gong, is in your hand. If you don't know your job, all you wives and prospective wives, I'm preaching to you tonight. You must nurse him. You are responsible for his upbringing. You don't know your job. How are you people like this, Seth? All these women of nowadays, I don't know what people are learning. You go to school, you collect degrees, you have all these big jobs, you have fine income that you're earning, but you don't learn how to be responsible to nurse a grown human being with beer up and down.
You know you are his mother.
You're his mother.
You cannot cheat again when he is cheating. Your responsibility is to help him out of that sickness.
Yes.
Don't you know it's a sickness for him to cheat?
It is. It's a sickness. Big sickness. It's cancer. You nurse him out of that cancer that is called cheating. Another word for cheating is cancer. So you need to nurse him as a good nurse that you are. Tie your apron. You tie your apron and put your ogbele. You can add the two together. After you tie your apron, add your ogbele on top. You know what they call ogbele? Hey, you don't know ogbele? Yeah, man. It's that thing they used to tie in the stomach. So all these wrestlers, the Yokozuna wrestler, they used to tie it in their belly. You have to tie it on top so that you have strength. It gives you strength. You entered war room and do prayer and fasting. You need to fast for 70 days while you are praying to deliver him from that spirit, that illness. There's a sickness going on. How are you going to deliver him if you don't tie your okpele? Thank you. Tie that okpele and deliver. You don't know your job. Try. Go on, auntie. God bless you.
You are to help him out, not to hard to read. Not to say, oh, my husband cheated, I have to cheat. No, you don't. It means you don't know who you are. You don't have wisdom. You don't have wisdom to do what? To keep your home.
Yes.
You don't have wisdom at all.
At all.
So, my women, if you are listening to those people, if my husband cheat, I will cheat. You are in trouble. Thank you. Mama J, still talking. Bye.
Mama J! Clap for Mama J. Clap for Mama J. She said it with her full chest. I love this Mama J. These are our aunties telling you that you have to nurse him. You are the mother, so you have to raise him. After the mother finished raising him, you continue with the raising. You raise them. You have to raise. It's only women that are supposed to graduate from school of raising. Men need to be raised for life. You raise them for life. You see all these babies that we have all these boys. Our boys are becoming men now. Me, I cannot even see my boys now naked. Once upon a time, I used to bath them, but now I cannot bath them because they are men. They are taller than me. So how can I see them? But you, the prospective wife or girlfriend, as you're coming, I hope you are ready to take over from where I stopped. Because you can put him in your breast, suckle him, make sure you nurse him out of the sickness. There is a sickness, and the sickness is called cheating. And as a good wife, you nurse him out of that sickness. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk. Auntie J, God bless you. You've spoken very well. We appreciate you, ma. Continue. Yes. What do I have to say again? I still have a lot to say, but now I'm tired. This TED Talk, TED Talk has exhausted me. Okay, but I will just show you the videos of what I have to. Let me share my link. If anybody has anything to say, I will share my link so you can jump in, because this TED Talk, Oti exhausts me, go. Oti sue me. All of you don't know you are nurses. You think you have to go to nursing school to be a nurse? Ngozi, are you learning how to be a nurse? You learning. You need to learn how to be a nurse. Nurse him out of that sickness. Every sickness that he has. Your job is to nurse him out of it. Yes. Nurse him out. So that's my link there. Jump in if you want to say something. You people should stop laughing. Why are you laughing? We are talking seriously. You are laughing. Then raring. Kill and raring fool. Eh? When Mama J is telling you how to be a nurse, you don't know that your job involves nursing. You think it's only babies you can nurse? So, in conclusion, my people, bad behavior in Nigeria is bad behavior in the abroad. Mm? The only difference is that bad behavior in Nigeria sometimes, most times, will go unpunished. However, in the UK or anywhere in the diaspora in the West, bad behavior will be met with stiff punishment. Okay? So anybody that is doing bad behavior in Nigeria, that have bad character, they are doing crime or whatever they are doing, if they didn't stop it, they come to the abroad. If you are an abuser, you're a Mongo Park, you come abroad with your Mongo Park abuser behavior, Obodo land has consequences. And this is the consequences for these two gentlemen. No, they are not gentlemen, these are ruffians. Two Nigerian men found guilty of multiple rapes in the UK. Tosin Dada, 34. Solomon Ibukun Adebiyi, 39. They put the address there, Northampton, and the other one was at Willingboro. They have both been charged with 3 counts of rape, connection with offense since March 2023. 17-year-old victim, number 1, and multiple counts for both of them. So they took them to court in Northampton Crown Court last week, and they were both found guilty by the jury. All 8 of them after hours of deliberation. So what am I saying? These 2 people now, you are looking at them. One of them is called Solomon Ibukun. The other one, if it's Nigerian police, they will cover their face so that you will not see them. But UK police no send your papa. They will open your face. They will show you for the whole world to see so that we will know who you are, which is good. Tosin, one of them is called Tosin Dada, and the other one is called Solomon Adebiyi. Now, you think it's today they started raping women? You think it's in the UK they started it? No, they've been doing it. It's in their DNA. They've been doing it. But the only difference is that when they came to the UK, there are consequences, because every child here growing up is taught how to report. They will report. They will tell their parents. They will call the police. But you see, back in Nigeria, you see why they were not arrested or why they got away with it? It's because we have a culture of shame. Keep quiet. Don't say anything. No, people will know this happened to you. It's better for you to just manage it. Leave them to God. Do you get it? Are you guys getting it now? Do you get? That is the difference between Nigeria, Africa, and the United Kingdom of Great Britain, or anywhere in the Western world. No sinners go selection to le lola ijìyà. They will catch you and you will pay. So it's the same thing. We're talking about an abuser in Nigeria is an abuser in the abroad. Changing geography does not change who you are. So if you've been slapping back home, you will slap when you come here. But you see that auntie was saying that, men here, they are different. They are not like those men in Nigeria that are angry. No, they are very different. They are very decent, you know? Yeah. You get it? Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you get it. If you don't get it, to be honest, forget about it. This one, someone sent it to me a while ago. Incidentally, it's one of our brothers here that sent it to me. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, you can create content. Just sit down and create content just by all these incidents that happen. Do you know what they did? You see their face? What did they do? They were doing scam marriage. There's over 100 scam marriage. They are all Nigerians. Look at them. Scam marriage. They did. crime. Crime. Sharp. A criminal in Nigeria is a criminal in the UK. A criminal in Nigeria is a criminal in America. Changba. So they caught all of them. Of course, in Nigeria, even if they catch you, you settle police, you settle anybody. You can even settle judge in Nigeria. Judges are not above collecting bribes in Nigeria. Come on now. It's just that their own price is higher. You can settle anybody and you walk. Right? But it's different here. They were caught. And now they've been arrested. They are paying the price. But I'm just going to end. I've spoken for 1 hour. I'm just going to end by saying that all you women, I hope you got the message today. Yeah? Did you get it? Yeah. You are a nurse. Your nurse duty is to nurse nonsense, nurse irresponsibility, nurse cheating, not anything, whatever it is your duty and your responsibility to nurse it. When I say that women are the gatekeepers, women are the ones that are promoting toxic masculinity, toxic patriarchy. Is clear? I mean, no clear. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you. If you want to contribute to this show, please use the link and come into the studio. I'm taking calls now. And then let's talk about, this culture of shaming. Yeah, Dr. Ife, you were saying something the other day, just now, that your fear is that a lot of victims will not be able to call. They will not be able to get help. And again, we'll be hearing stories. How many people that recently jackpot have we done their shows here? Have you guys forgotten? Do you want me to give you a list? People that recently jackpot that buy their wives. Yes. Here in the UK, not even talking about the abroad generally. And somebody is making video to say that the Metropolitan Police issued a statement. I played the video to you guys. In that video, did you see anywhere there where the policeman said that you shouldn't call police? He talked about, co-parenting your children as both fathers and mothers, how we need to be responsible parents, how we need to make sure that our children are on the right path. He talked about not allowing whatever benefit or free money you are getting to cause problem in your marriage. Where exactly did he say that you shouldn't call police? That he's tired, that they are tired of Nigerian women. Where? Because some people will just see the title and that's it. They said that a Nigerian TV station ran this story. And I'm wondering, did you play the video? Did you check how it happened? Or what was the context? Did you? Okay, thank you very much, everybody. My link is in the comment section. Anybody that wants to say something should jump in. I have only 10 minutes and then we are out. Ozai Space said, some Nigerian women are taking a step towards to change the narrative. Women like these are taking us 100 steps back. God help us. Yes. Our aunties, they are on TikTok now. They are on TikTok doling out their wisdom. It's the wisdom they are doling out to us because they know their marriages were so healthy. And that's why they stayed married. All these years they've been married through all the abuse, through all the side chicks and baby mamas, everything. They remain strong. You guys are too feeble. You are not strong. You are not like the Iroko tree. Mommy J is telling you how you have to be strong and help him. You will never see a Nigerian woman making a video to say that you should help her. One was trending the other day when the girl was saying that she was saying that whenever a woman is bad, they will tell the man to go and marry another wife. But they will tell they will not advise the man to manage. But if it's the woman, if you marry a bad wife, they will tell you, this, da, 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 da. But if it's woman, they'll say, go and pray. Go and pray. Enter war room. Don't you know your role? Don't you know your role? See, when you put the load, yeah, on something that's supposed to be a two-way thing, like two people are supposed to carry this burden, and you put it on one person, after a while, they will be tired. Nigerian women are getting to that point where they are so tired of carrying the burden of the success or failure of a marriage. Mostly the failure. They are tired. And that's why you see a lot of all this going on in comment section now where they are pushing back. They are pushing back. People are like, because they've seen it. And this generation, Gen Z people and all these millennials are very woke. They are very, very woke. You can't tell them anything. They will question it. But all these aunties like Mommy J still want people to carry on and, be, I don't even know the word to use. Yeah. Yvonne said, I blame Mark Zuckerberg for all this. This is the one that has given all these old weary women the platform to come online and spew out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Yeah. She's saying what she knows, but she's wrong. Yeah, she's completely wrong. It is what she's preaching is not healthy. I mean, why are we so afraid to call to train our boys to say no, you can't behave this way? Why is it that we are so afraid to correct the wrongs that have been done to how we raise the male and female child? We talk about raising boys and girls here on this platform all the time. Why are women so afraid? Don't you know you are the mother? You are the mother. You need to nurse him. You need to save him. Save him out of adultery. Maybe it's only adultery. It is well. Guys, give us a thumbs up. My brother,
Auntie B.
what was that?
Wow.
Are you driving?
No, can you hear me? I just got to.
Okay, sir. Welcome.
I said that woman don't give all the men pass, so
Yes, so it don't promote adultery.
that was dead serious. So I
He said
can't
a sickness. He said it's a sickness. We should help. He said we should nurse your brotherhood out of it.
I heard it. I was just driving from work. I
Yes,
heard it.
sir.
What she saying? I don't understand. It's promoting responsibility. What does she mean by you should pray for him?
Yes. Go to
Why are
war
you
room.
married then? So everybody that is married should be cheating about so that your wife can
No,
just be praying
not
for you.
everybody. Patrick, it's only men. Women are not allowed. We are the prayer warriors. Your brotherhood will be cheating. Who will be praying? That is
I
how we
don't,
share it.
it's not everybody who listen to anyone on what's it called on all this on all this platform. I've never heard somebody say that in my life. I'm serious. Said pray for him, nurse him, he has a disease. I don't I don't get it. She's sick. He's sick.
He said you have to help him out of it. See, nurse him out of it. It's the nursing that made me laugh. I saw Tio Logun. What kind of sickness is this? He has no cure.
No,
It's a sin of it's a sickness of enjoyment sickness. What you are enjoying, me I will be
she's not
praying.
even
Why you are enjoying? Ẹlẹ́dàá mi ò ní gbà láéláé kò
she's not
jọ.
even thinking of the mental health of the woman. The woman, even in
No.
church, if the GO can even kneel down and beg the woman. If the woman said, no, I'm done.
She said you are the mother. She said we are mothers. We have to mother them. Mother grown. Even if the man is 20 years older than you. Most of us married men that are older than us. So we'll still be their mother. We'll be yakekere. Oh, Jesus. Ma Patrick, are you there? Yakekere. All of you yakekere here, raise up your hand. If your husband is older than you, put your hands up. Oh, dear. My Patrick, I'll come back to you. It's like your connection is not good because you just got home. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Ungazi, how are you? Welcome.
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, darling. You're right.
Yes, this is hilarious. It's so funny. The first video you played, my mom actually sent it to me on Friday. But I don't understand Yoruba, so I wasn't really understanding like what the guy was saying, but it didn't really seem right to me. And then I also saw it in the group as well. So it's like it's just crazy the narrative that I feel like a lot of people are running with. And I was having a conversation with one of my guy friends yesterday, and he mentioned this video about Nigerian women calling police to in the UK too much. And it's like people don't understand the power of social media. And when you're putting out these things and people are watching it, like you said, not everybody goes back to get like the details. Is this new? Is this old? What are they really saying? They just see the words, they see what it says, and they just run with it because it supports the agenda that they're trying to push. But in terms of the lady's advice, the older lady, I do agree with the end part of what she said that cheating is a sickness because it is, and I've had arguments with men about it.
What kind of, okay,
I think it
okay.
is a sickness.
Where does it pain you? You know when you have a sickness, somewhere has to be paining you. Where is paining you in? Where is paining somebody that
I
is
think it's
cheating?
like like almost like mental, like a psychological, mental, like I think it is on that level. And like we play around with it and they keep saying, oh, Solomon had how many wives and this is how men are. That's the African man excuse for their lifestyle. But I think that the ones who participate in that, I honestly think something is wrong. And I at least happy that she addressed that part. Like that is not like normal. Like it's a sickness. Like something is wrong
Yeah,
with
but she said it's a sickness that you, as a wife, has to knock him out of it. She didn't say that he needs a psychological evaluation or go to the
Right.
hospital.
That's the
She puts the
problem.
responsibility of curing that sickness on you, the woman.
Right. Right. And that's the problem because, like I said, there's partial truth to what she's saying. It is a sickness, it is an issue, but men also have to be accountable for getting their help as well. Like, and that goes back to the shame part. It's like, you'll be with someone and they do something wrong and you leave them as a result of them doing something wrong, whether it's DV, cheating, whatever, and the shame still comes back to the woman. Like
Yeah,
it's crazy. Like how could I carry someone else's shame? If you do
yeah,
something bad to me, that's on you. That's
yeah,
not, I'm not gonna walk around with it. But the culturally, and that's why when you see American women move a certain type of way, a lot of African men are so quick to like talk down on them or make them feel inferior or say, oh, my wife came to America and she's starting to act like these American women because there is some positives to that. They don't let, I feel like from the ones I know and my friends, they've removed that shame from them. So the way that they can shame an African or a Nigerian woman, they can't shame them in the same way. They don't care. But
yeah,
they use that shame to control women and control how we behave, control what we accept, control what we do, because shame is it's a very strong and it's a very sensitive
powerful emotion.
emotion. It's a
Yeah,
very, it's the same way you have a story coming
hmm
up about birthing alternatives and IVF. There's a part, all that the shame that they use to make people that go through that route feel a certain type of way. It all comes
yeah,
down to shame. And our
hmm
culture, Nigerians are very big with shaming women because they use it to control us. So
yeah,
once you shame you for doing certain things, they have that control over you because at the end of the day, no matter how strong you are, if you're living in that culture where you don't want to be an outcast, you don't want to be the
yes,
person that looks bad, you don't want to be the person that's
hmm
demonized, you're going
yeah.
to do all you can to avoid that shame.
Dami is asking a very interesting question. She said, if cheating is a disease or an illness that men suffer, only men, because women are not allowed, right?
Hmm.
And I don't believe in revenge cheating, by the way. It never works. So don't do it. Women, please. So somebody will not come and say, I'm supporting that. No, don't do it. There's no point. It's a waste of time. It doesn't dignify you. And certainly you know it's a sin. So please don't go that route. Okay. However, Dami is asking, the question is important. She said, since the auntie has said that, Mama Jane said it's a sickness, what are the symptoms?
I think is
What are the
really
symptoms of this
struggling.
disease? The cheating disease. We have a disease called cheating. What are the symptoms?
Promiscuous, struggling to be with one partner, promiscuous behavior. I mean, if we want to get down to the, it's. I think it's almost like a lifestyle. So there definitely are symptoms, and I feel like not to say that there's a one size fits all, but I do believe that certain people get pushed more into, living, doing, cheating and stuff based on the lifestyle they're living. Like for example, if you're a guy who's like traveling a lot, or you stay out late, or you just certain lifestyles that make it someone more prone. Doesn't mean that they're going to do it, because end of the day is a decision, and you can't blame anything. But I definitely think that there are things that can push people to doing that more. But in terms of the symptoms, I just think I don't know. I just think it's
That's a
something.
rhetoric question, my darling. You don't need to
Yeah,
answer
yeah.
me.
I don't know.
Because it's a silly, very silly. Silly is not the word I'm looking for. I'm looking. It's something that is so. I mean, if you said this to a white woman, that cheating is an illness, or that you need to nurse somebody out of it, they'll look at you like you lost your goddamn mind. That's how they'll look at you. I mean, you know how Oyibo people will look at you sometimes and shake their head.
Yeah,
They
like
shake
they
their
don't
head
understand that they
like
don't
no,
get
no,
it.
no, like you are ignorant, like
Yeah.
you are a buffoon.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it means when they shake their head like that. So that is what they would look at you that way if you say, "Oh, it's an illness. Can you nurse him out of it?"
The nursing of him out of it part, and I think that's it's pushed into that narrative, like be understanding, be forgiving, like
Yes,
basically like
accept it.
divorce
No, it's
is not
acceptance.
accepted. Like divorce, I
Yes,
was having a
acceptance.
conversation with someone yesterday that this is not enough reason to divorce someone, because that's why when you come to the Western world and women are filing divorce, 70%, they love to throw out that statistic and they'll say, oh, but they will never. A lot of people fail to say what is pushing them to that. But if you bring up something like cheating, a lot of people, especially from where we're coming from, they don't believe that's a good enough reason.
And
Like
you know
that's
the
not.
funny thing, those so-called sick people that are cheating, yeah, they like the sickness and they don't want to get out of it, but they don't want you to leave. They want you to
Yeah,
stay there
they want you to accept it.
and nurse
They
them
want,
for life.
and then when you won't accept it, then you become the breaker. You broke up your home. You want to be a single mom. You broke up your family when you don't accept it. The conditions that they want you to accept. It's crazy. But that clip was hilarious. I'm sending it to everybody. That clip is hilarious. I just think
Thank
that
you.
the woman just she and I see where she,
I,
she's an older woman. I get that mindset, but it's very dangerous. Is the moral of the story to keep pushing out that message is not holding men accountable. And I feel like men struggle with accountability enough. We have to hold men accountable. If they're still going to do it, that's end of the day. You can't stop anyone from doing what they want to do. But let's not normalize it. Let's not make it seem as if like this
Yeah,
is going
that's
to
the
be the
word.
standard.
That's the
Yeah.
word. And Nigerian aunties, African and especially Nigerian aunties normalize cheating.
Yep.
Yeah, they've done that for generations.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just how men are. You just have to accept it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, darling.
All right. Take care.
Have a good afternoon.
All right. Bye.
Love you, Lois. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Patrick, welcome, sir.
Auntie B, can you bring Mama J?
You want to hear Mama J again?
Maybe she has no. Maybe she has some more explanation.
Alone, I will be. My mother raised me not to be rude to elders, but
Wait, we
I will
want
be
to.
rude to that
We
woman.
are
I will
just
be rude.
catching cruise today, Auntie B, because what she
Honestly,
said.
I will be rude to her. I will say something that she will not like. Uh,
No, say madman too gets sense now, Auntie B.
no, no, I will be rude. I don't want to be rude to her. She's older than me. Let me respect her age
oh,
and just leave her in her ignorance. Let her continue. Let her advise her children like that.
oh my God.
Let her advise her children where it's a sickness. They should not. By the time they nurse to the point that where they lose their mind. You see, yeah, Brad Patrick, talking seriously, cheating is emotional abuse, and I've seen what that does. It's not some people can take it, they don't mind. Like Mama J. Obviously, she's gonna raise her children to accept it. So they are already resilient because they've been taught from childhood that okay, this is who your husband is gonna be. So they will attract somebody that is cheating, and cheating will be the order of the day. But there are some people that it will break them mentally, emotionally. It can lead to mental health disease, mental health illness, cheating. It's serious. We laugh
You
and
are
play
right.
about it, but
You
it's not
are
a
right.
joke.
You are right. Even the Muslim women, some of them might even pretend for their husband to have a second or wife or but then deep down there, they are not. It's not easy for them. You know what I mean? Some of
Yeah.
them might even go to the extent of separating themselves. The man might come and okay, I want to do kerewa, just do kerewa and go. You know. So I know.
Orishaja and Pemejo obìnrin ò dénú. No, a
Yes,
lot of a lot of those women who are in polygamous situations, they also have their own action going on. Can I tell you that?
you are right. You are a woman. You
They
are right.
have their own action going on. Yeah. They might not leave the house. They might cover their head from toe to head and not, they have their own action going on. Trust me. They do.
Yeah, I understand. So
Mm,
what that woman is saying is she's totally wrong. She's promoting responsibility. Why married then? Why married and you go and do that with what is going on outside? Come and infect your wife with something nonsense. If the woman
yeah.
even agree with you, okay, go and do it. Okay, I'm going to nurse you. Nurse you for what?
Yeah. She's
Nurse.
still bringing that culture where your husband will go out, cheat, have a baby, and they will bring the baby and give it to you to nurse, and you will take the baby. She thinks that's what we should be accepting in 2024. No woman wants to take that. Even if she does, she will see. Somebody said on social media that a woman that knows that you are cheating and she's not bothered, there are two things. Is either she's cheating as well, or she's planning how to buy you.
Yes, my even
Babe,
my
because
even
even God,
my check out of
our God
God.
that we serve, Brother Patrick, is a jealous God. And that's when you serve other gods, he's angry. He doesn't like it. It's either they are cheating or they are planning to buy you. All of you that think that if you have an understanding girlfriend or understanding wife, she's a good girl. You don't know that yet. Mm.
You are right. You are right. I don't know where the woman is coming from, anyways.
Yeah, because nobody loves, and you want that person that you love to be, to be all over the place distributing themselves and saying that I'm sick. My sickness is to be carrying other people.
Wow, I don't know where she come from. Maybe she's from the moon.
She's not from the moon, Brother Patrick. She's a Yoruba woman.
Wow, eh, she's wet, wet. She go jam rock soon. I go tell her to her face, hey, madam, you better sit down.
Someone in the comment section, some people were saying, "Please, can we know her sons so that we can avoid, so we can avoid them?" Yeah. Thank you so much, Brother Patrick. I appreciate you, sir. God
Thank you.
bless you.
God bless you.
Eshegoni. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the culture of shame before I leave. Neka, how are you, love? Yeah. I want to talk. I'm big on this because I know what it does to people. Shame is very, very powerful, like Ngozi said. Shame is a very powerful emotions. No matter how strong you are, no matter how resilient you are, how confident you are, shame can reduce you because you don't want to be the odd person, you don't want to be the outcast. Shame is something that has been weaponized for generations to put people in tow, to put them in line. Because if your marriage breaks, it's your fault. It doesn't matter whether he's impregnated somebody, whatever happens. No, it's your shame, it's your fault. So this thing, when I talk about shame, guys, be aware of it. Is a tool that is used to manipulate, to control, and to get you to behave in a way. And the funny thing, women like Mama J that are talking about this thing, they are, it's a sickness. Shagun, do you have that sickness? We have Shagun here. Oh. Shagun, are you sick? You are sick? Do you have that sickness? I need to find out from Shagun. If he has that sickness, guys, give us a thumbs up. We are talking about the sickness called cheating and the nurses that need to nurse them out of it. Shegun Bitoye, are you sick? I need to find out. Shegun, tell me the nature of your sickness so we can know whether you are single or married. Do you need a wife to nurse you out, or you are still, or you are married already? Which one is your situation? Because there's a sickness called cheating. We need to go and tell the people that have the indexes of sickness to include it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is your sick? What is, how are you managing that sickness? Do you have it? Yeah, shame is very, very powerful. Neka. Yeah. They use it to manipulate people, and they use it to put it in bondage. And yes, that bondage means that while you are trying not to fall into that shame, you are losing yourself. If you are losing your mental health, you won't know. You know, where you're home. No, you won't know. You think everybody, the people will be seeing you for what you have become, but you will not know. It doesn't happen one day, because cheating is emotional abuse, and this is how it plays out. It will begin to chip at you, small, small. First of all, your self-esteem will be on the floor. You think you're not good enough. Maybe it's because you are not light skinned. That person is very, very, the side chick is very, very oyiboish. So you start bleaching so that you can become like that person. Maybe you begin to look at your dressing, maybe, or your education. You shall question everything about yourself, not knowing that it's got nothing to do with you. It's a sickness, as Mama J told us. It's a sickness. How are we going to cure it? I don't know. Anyway, I'm about to end. And I just want to say this. Anybody that's seen that video where they were saying that the Metropolitan Police, they said they are tired of Nigeria woman. Lori is fake news. There's nothing like that. I live in the UK and I've lived here for 18 years. That's a, and if I have a child, it will be 18 by now. 18 is the age of consent, is the age adulthood. You can marry, as I used to tell my children, you can marry, you can do anything you want at 18 because you are a grown person. You're an adult. You can vote, you can go to war, to go and fight. So please, I just want to encourage you guys, when you go on social media and see all these videos flying around on TikTok, I'm still going to do a short reaction to it because I know it's not everybody that watches our long videos here. Today's one is not going to be long. An hour and a half is okay. But I must react to that video, and I also react to the other one about the auntie that say UK police said they are tired. They said they are tired. Where? Where did they speak to you, auntie? Oniro, liar. Spreading fake news up and down with full chest. You are spreading fake news with your full chest. You don't even fear God. Knowing the struggles that Nigerian women go through daily in Nigeria, you come to the UK now and you use your full chest to say you are ashamed of people that finally say, some people jackpot because they want to get away from Mongo Park. We've talked about it here. People get away. They run. Some people is escape. Again, because of the shame. Obodooyinbo is their safe haven. Because this is where they can at least hide some of that shame so that people will not know what they are going through. And how dare you come on social media and say, I'm ashamed of you. I'm ashamed of you. My dear, it is well. Guys, there's no, you don't get anything from tolerating bad behavior. Don't you oda. Don't call police except you don't feel safe and you feel threatened. But if you just have misunderstanding whereby you just, you're tired of the marriage, or you don't want that situation anymore, you can talk about it. Never ever call police except it's an emergency. I strongly discourage that. However, anytime you feel unsafe, and this goes for both men and women, yes, police is an emergency service. Use it. Use it. Yeah. Dammy, I'm just about to end and you're jumping in.
So
Ah,
I have laughed so much. Today feels like cruise
does
Tuesday.
it?
I have laughed.
And look at me. I'm being serious today. You
I
people are
know
laughing.
that's the funny thing. I have laughed so much, but I wanted to just say something. That you know, something I had like a family event like last 2 weeks, 2 weekends, and we had this uncle that had this very toxic view on something, and all of us immediately addressed it there. I just want to appeal to us that I know that we have family members or aunties or mummies that have opinions like this. Please, let's be checking them before they go and embarrass our, you know, because this what this woman is saying is really is so sad, and I feel I can't even imagine what her children would feel just seeing her even do something like this in public.
I'm sure it's
Eh,
our children that recorded her Dammy.
uh,
And do you know that a lot of our aunties and mommies share this view?
True, true, but I mean, this is extremely toxic. Like, is funny, but it's extremely toxic. It's very toxic, and we need to start telling them and putting them in their place. As I said, what that uncle shared was extremely toxic, and everybody was like, "No, we're not doing that. We're not." It was, all this Biafra and all this Yoruba. No, no, no. We ended it there and addressed them, and that's a wrong way of thinking. So we need to start doing that and putting these people, explaining to them, because some of them have this mindset and they continue to live and dwell in it. They need to know that it is wrong. What is wrong is wrong. Imagine someone as old as her coming on TikTok to be saying something as dangerous as this. So please, let's be checking our big mummies, our mummies,
She
our
signed off with her full chest and said, "This is Mama J."
mama, like, I beg
Mama J
you,
said it's a sickness. You have to cure him.
I
Like Ngozi said, if she said it was a sickness and left it there, people will not be offended. Why are you not?
you have to nurse him.
You have to put the responsibility on me again to cure him. Am I doctor?
Like,
Why? Why?
and let's also solve this thing that I think that we have glorified suffering so much, especially on the woman's end. That is the woman that is supposed to suffer and build. They've cheated on you, they've done that. Then it's still your job to nurse somebody, and you're still nursing children. You're still haba. I
If
beg,
you've not suffered in marriage, you are not married yet too.
ugh, I beg, I
You
beg.
need to suffer. The more you suffer, the better.
There's no award
Nigerian
for it.
women, no Nigerian women pass the brating, that batting or suffering. They pass it from generation to generation, and that's why some mother-in-laws will say, this is the small thing my son did to you. You don't know what I went through with his father. The father did worse. Shebi is just slapping you. The father used to pin me down, throw me out, and lock me out for days. I'll still come and beg. Yes, that
which,
is their pride of
which
suffering.
which is so sad, because there's no award for it. Like, you get nothing. Like, if anything, you're losing, and the fact that you have gone through that and you're okay with your daughters going through the same thing is very disturbing. Oh. Please, let's be checking our big mommy. If
Our
they want to
aunties.
post it, especially on TikTok, if they want to, tell them to be sending you what they want to post before, so that at least let there be a vetting system, because I've been seeing a lot of mummies and aunties do plenty things. I'm like, don't they have a
She was speaking English. Somebody in the comment section, when I saw the video, said, Mommy, please, please, no. This generation is different. No, this thing you're saying, they'll come for you.
like, please, let's
Oh,
let's be
dear.
checking them, because TikTok is now extremely popular for that. Let them be sending it to you to review. Okay, you can post this, you shouldn't post this. Don't worry, just leave this in your church meeting group.
Is it the only aunties and mummies? What about this one in the UK that said that Met Police has warned Nigerian women to stop calling police?
I honestly, when I even saw it, the first thing like Doctor, I think Doctor Ife was on that said it that this is very dangerous, and the police would never say that because this is a security issue as well, right? So they would never say stop calling us. Yes, there are people that take advantage of the system and weaponize that, but the amount of people that do that compared to the people that are actually going through domestic violence is I mean it's very little. And then again, there's also punishment for that when they find out that
Exactly.
you're calling.
Thank
So
you.
they would never tell you not to
You know,
because
you know the thing, and let me tell you this, Damien, because you are in Canada. We
yeah,
have people from various parts of the world here. I'm in the UK, and I will tell you this. You know, some people told me here that in America, when you call the cops on your spouse, they don't ask any question. They just tell the man to leave.
yeah,
Here in the UK, no. They will come with a male and female. If it's domestic, anything domestic, they will come, man and woman, they will come. And they will take you aside and talk to you. And it is not in all situations that they will even take the man away. A lot of times, even when it's DV, you will see the man will be begging. The woman will be begging, please don't take him away. Because I think in a moment of panic, because they know that you can call 999 and the police will come, they do it. But when the police not come, then again the shame will set in. They'll be like, hey, what will I tell my family? Well, hey, this marriage is the average Nigerian woman. Yes. So people, like you said, is the exception of the rule. There's always something that is called an exception, where occasionally you see a woman that will use that as a
they
weapon.
weaponize it, yeah.
But generally, nah.
And it's also a long process here. I know when you do that, you still have to press charges for them to follow through. So it's like it's very dangerous what she was doing, making that statement because in essence she's shaming victims.
She
That's
wrote it there now. She put it there now that I'm ashamed of you. Nigerian women, I'm ashamed of you.
it's
She's trending. She is trending. That's what she wanted to. Anybody that knows this woman that did this video, we all in the UK, tell her that Obodo play that video today and say she should be ashamed of herself. If I knew the organization that is hiring her, I am going to report her to the Home Office. I will. It is time for us to start reporting all these non-entities who are bring this their Nigerian mentality to the abroad. The culture of shame, you are bringing it here. We will start reporting you from now on. Sure, you want to create content. God will now punish you if you don't have your indefinite leave to remain in the UK. By the time we report you to the Home Office, and you are working with vulnerable people, most of them are doing care work. And care work, you're working with people that are vulnerable. So it means that if you are promoting this, you are also saying that you are an abuser and you are not going to report. You are supposed to be a first responder. So that if you see abuse, it means that you will not report it. So it is time for us to start reporting them. Anybody that knows this lady should tell her that I say that I am going to report her to the Home Office for this thing that she has done because she's passing wrong information. She's misleading the community. This video is trending both in the
enabling
UK and in
violence.
Nigeria. She's enabling victim silencing. She's promoting violence against women, and she's silencing victims. I know somebody will know her that will watch this video. Go and tell her. I don't know where she comes from. From her accent, I think she's maybe from Igbo or Delta area. You say you are ashamed of women. You are ashamed of them. You're a content creator. And this is how you're gonna. Somebody should send me her details. She needs to be reported. You
Yeah,
cannot be a caregiver and you are enabling domestic violence. No. No. Maybe you stay on YouTube and be talking that rubbish. But as long as you are working with vulnerable people, nah.
I beg you, please. This is extremely dangerous, very dangerous, very dangerous. And you can just imagine people that are just even new to the system, and already we have a culture where we have issues with authority. Do you understand what I mean? For normally, I know for the longest time here, there were a lot of domestic issues that were going on, and people were not reporting. We settled it the normal communal way, so maybe pastor, community elders, and whatnot. So already, for a lot of people, it's difficult because coming from a country like Nigeria, where the relationship between the police and civilians is strained. It's sort of like a foreign concept for some people. So imagine them hearing this now that the police have now said that they are tired of you people. Like it's a very, very dangerous thing. Too dangerous. Too dangerous.
And it's false. It's false. Everything
And,
she said is a lie.
and as you rightly said, because I'm a big fan of the View. They actually talked about it this morning, and honestly, what the way they talked about it was completely different from, I think you gave, it was obvious that you had done a research into it. So again, if a huge station like your
I
View,
beg. I stopped listening to these ladies a long time ago.
no, I
Yeah.
mean,
I stopped listening to them because they play to the gallery and, yeah. The only person that has sense out of all of them is the Muslim woman.
I think they're supposed to represent like different women of the society. That's
That
it.
Uchi woman that covers hijab is the only one. All of them, they just talk
Nima,
rubbish. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Especially when it comes to relationship and marriage, forget.
No, I think what it is that they're supposed to represent the views of different women in the Nigerian society.
Well, I don't know. I'm a Nigerian woman and they don't represent me. Who is representing me there? I don't know. Who? Is it Nima? Okay, she's from Auchi. Maybe. That's why I like her, because she's the most, she's the only one that is able
Well,
to speak freely amongst all of
Obiageli
them.
is yeah, but anyways, so again, it was obvious that, and as I heard, because that was the first time I heard about this whole thing. I'd seen the video online. I didn't really pay attention to it. But I heard that they talked about it this morning, and it's completely different as to how you talked about it.
Because they don't know. If you don't know, you ask. You don't know.
But
You don't know where Camberwell
they have
is.
producers now. This is
You
what
don't know where Camberwell. They too. They are on social media, so they are trying to promote the views is important to them, right?
Mm.
You don't know what Camberwell is. You don't know the background, the culture of gangs and criminality in that area. You don't know, what was happening prior to the pandemic. How a lot of black children were getting pied. You don't know. I know because I live here.
Yeah, you gave insight into it. Again, I didn't listen to the video itself until here, and like all the videos that you played. So hearing it for the first time on your view, right, it's definitely a different narrative from looking at the whole picture, right? So yeah, so which is part of what we're saying is that it's dangerous. Even when I just even because I just designed the graphics for this, I went to Twitter and it's on Punch newspaper, and it's that same way. Nigerian police, UK police say
I said they are tired of Nigerian women.
at times, and that's what is and so you have platforms like Punch carrying. So that's what I'm saying, that it's extremely dangerous. Um, in fact, what you're saying is completely different from what is everywhere else. On Punch, I'm talking about major headline of Nigerian women, and the video is attached and all of that. So
It's a
um,
very sensational topic, and
yeah,
it's exactly what people want to hear. So you wonder why it's trending.
yeah.
UK police say they are tired of Nigerian women. Stop reporting your husband to us. We are tired of you. Who will not want to hear that?
And there's also that narrative of like as you said, the incentive of reporting and all of that. But people don't realize that it's definitely not. Even when you think that you have a lot of money, there's so many adjustments that you have to make. You have to be a psychopath to think that it is the what's it called now? Is the so-called benefits that you'll be getting. What benefits? You know.
So I don't know whether people in Nigeria do realize that calling the police is not only women that can call police. Anybody can call 999. Okay, the emergency number in the UK, unlike America, is 999. The non-emergency is 211. If you don't have an emergency but you still want to report something, like antisocial behavior, something happened, they stole your car, all those kind of things that are not like criminal or life threatening.
Mm.
The minute you call 999 and now on a landline or a mobile phone, they pick it up. The question they ask you, what service do you want? And they're expecting you to choose from fire service, ambulance, or the police. It doesn't ring twice. Once it will ring and they will pick. Once. So you think people just call police for a joke? They are just calling police because, okay, they're having a good afternoon now. They're having tea. Let me just call police and waste their time. They can arrest you for that.
Yeah.
They don't play. You're wasting their time.
That is very serious offense actually. Like, so if you call an emergency line and it's false reporting, I've forgotten what charge it is. So again, with proper investigation, right? Like they can figure that stuff out, and it doesn't just go straight to. It's not like they carry the man and put him. Yes, they might separate you for a bit, but before he's charged to court, you still have to press charges and all of that. So, in essence, it's not so much of a simple process because this is still a civil matter, right? So, yeah. So let's not. We can't just keep discouraging women from doing that, or anybody that is even facing, domestic violence in general.
Men can call police too. Children can call police. Anybody can
Anybody
call the
can call
police.
police. Anybody can call the
If
police.
you are married to a woman that is abusive towards you, call the police. That's what they are there for. They won't say, today we are too busy. All these Nigerians, why are you calling us? We won't come. No.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
any emergency call is recorded, right? All those calls are recorded. And if anything happens, anything, I don't know about other parts of the world, but in this UK, anything happens because somebody called and there was no response or they didn't take the appropriate action, when the investigation will start, hey, they will open everything.
Yeah.
It's what they call serious case review.
Mm.
A serious case review is what happens when somebody buy because action was not taken. And then they will now start looking back. It's almost like a safeguarding, but they do it in a very grand scale where they involved all the agencies that know that person.
Mhm.
What did you do? How did you manage? What was your response? Why did this person have to buy? They will investigate it. So they don't take those things, they don't take it lightly. Even if you call them and you drop, that's how serious it is. You call 999 and you drop your phone, they will come to they will be in your house in another 5 minutes.
In fact, there was a time that I don't know if I use an iPhone, and like I think if you click like the two buttons on your phone, it dials like the emergency number. And a kid was playing with my phone, and they called me back several times to make sure that it was me saying, oh, it was a mistake, to verify that everything is okay. So trust me, it's not something that they take lightly in any sense. So they
They
can
will come. They
so
will come.
so the police can never say do not, because again, even me saying, oh, no, everything is fine, it was a mistake, I had to almost explain myself over and over again because they had to make sure that I was okay. Do
If
you
it's
get what
UK, no matter how you explain, they will come. They will say, can we just have a
I mean?
look? They want to check that everybody's okay. They will come.
Yeah. So yeah, and please, I wanted to just say something about, because Mariah is actually someone that I know. See, it's an opinion post. It's an opinion. What they do is opinion, and she's a moderator. The job of a moderator is sort of to be uneven, and so when people are on one side, she has to be on the other side. So yeah, there's
You are
so
defending
that
Mariah.
no, honestly, she's my person. That being said,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
that being said,
She doesn't have critical thinking.
this this was listening to everything now. I was like, okay, they could have done a bit more of, like, and they have
It's not the
producers.
first time. This is not the first time. Several issues, the way they react to it. I know she's your person. I respect that, but Mariah needs to do better. I'm not joking. This is not the first time. There are so many issues that have come up in the past. Is the way they react to it, the way they discuss and analyze it. And I'm looking, really? Especially when it comes to this issue of marriage and relationship. They are like women from 1950.
So the thing about, look at it, okay, look at it again. Now that I've said it, look at the fact that they're all supposed to represent different things. So even if sometimes they don't agree with it, the point is that your view is being represented, right? That's what it's called.
Man's Corner says, stop defending her. It's okay, Dami. We understand. You have an affiliation, you know her, she's your person, but
Mm,
she needs to do better. Okay?
yes.
She needs to do better. I mean, they are trying. A lot of people, you see, the reason why they need to do better, apart from Nima, like I said, somebody was saying that one other of the ladies there,
Obiajulu,
yeah,
the Igbo, yeah.
yeah. Not to screaming here, say,
Not to,
that means stop it.
not to start to me,
You are not popular tonight, Dami.
not to, you're my person too.
The reason why they need to, I know that is a private station. They say it's owned by Jagaban, and they are in Nigeria, so they need to appeal to their audience. But they are on a world stage now. It's okay for you to, step not to. If you don't want to be as radical as I am, I can afford to be radical because I'm here, and my opinions, I own up to them 100%. I don't give a flying f about what how somebody's going to get. That's why my channel is not. Somebody said that. That's why I refuse to reach 100,000. I'm okay with that. Okay, I have a day job, and even if I didn't have a day job, I would be fine. I understand that they are playing, to because they have an audience, is in Nigeria, they have to be conservative, they have to take, but come on now. There are just some issues that it's 2024. You can say this in a way that you know that it's going to help people. A lot of people watch them online. So how are you going to start playing a video that you don't even do? You're a TV station. You don't have researchers. You don't have people. It's me that I'm sitting here alone and doing everything by myself. You are a TV station. You are a show. You don't have people that will research to give you information. If you are presenting, you should come with informed opinions and information. You don't just come and you go with one mumu person that is talking on TikTok and you run with it. No, come on now. So, Dami, talk to her. Tell her that, yeah, she's not doing well. I'm sorry, but she's not. She's playing to the gallery and massaging all the egos and all the. She's like, she reminds me of that auntie that said that cheating is a sickness. We have to cure it.
No, no,
Uh, okay,
no. I like, I do get it because the position that she plays is very. It's, being, it's
it's okay.
of
You
different.
get it. Dami, it's okay, my dear.
Yeah,
It's
she's
all right.
the MD of the entertainment section now.
Yeah, she's not doing as far as that show is concerned, she needs to do better. That's all I'm gonna say. But I hear you. I hear what you're saying. Thank you, Dami.
Thank you, ma.
Thank
Bye.
you, my love. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the lovely time there. I see you are back. I'm happy to have you back. You know I
Yes,
love you.
yes, I
Thank
love you
you.
too.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you. Diploma say who is an MD? They say Morayo is not a managing MD is not a managing director in Nigerian language. I think so. Managing director. Yeah. They fashioned the show to follow the US show that is called The View, right? They call their own Your View, which is for me, and when I saw it, I said, The View, they did their own Your View. Hey, whoa. We are not here to talk about them. Let me leave it. Let me leave it. I see why they are thinking like that. Yeah, they are in Nigeria. I see what you mean. Ngozi, I'm gonna go with what you're saying. They are in Nigeria, so they need to talk like, yeah. Mm. We always talk, or our understanding or the way we see life will be based on our experiences and our exposure, right? So you know that Mama J, she's talking based on her exposure, her experience, and so that informs whatever we say. So yeah, I give people grace, but they need to do better, especially Morayo. She needs to do better because a lot of people are watching them. All right, guys, thank you very much. I do appreciate you guys. I mean, it's not personal. Um, it's nothing personal, but you know, some of you in the comment section already see what I'm saying. I think Natu was like, "Dummy, stop it!" And Natu is very nice. Natu is an Hausa girl, so you know Hausa girls are very calm. For Natu to be saying, "Stop it," she's screaming with capital letters. Leave Dami alone, no, Natu. I will not tolerate it. Dami is my daughter. You know, she's my Canadian daughter. So she's making a case. That's fine. Kubra had said, what I realize is that the TVC lady are now being passively manipulated, except for Nima that refuses to succumb to their pretense. You know who Nima reminds me of? You know that Aisha, that woman that is a political activist. That's who she reminds. See, our orientation about life or the way we see life is usually boils down on how we were raised. Okay, the way you were raised, and your mother, father, and all the influences in your life, and the way you were socialized, the books you read, the people that you were exposed to, the places that you traveled to. These are all the things that forms your socialization. Okay, you see Aisha, that woman that is a political activist, with her hijab, there's no stopping her. She will say, when they change the national anthem, and Aisha said she did not agree. Aisha Yusufu, she's also from Esako. All these Esako women. She sat down in a gathering. She sat down. She said, "That's not my," because she's standing on her ground. Tinubu is. Those are the kind of women that I respect. Somebody who is the person that said that if you don't stand for anything, you fall for everything. You don't look for popularity. Popularity means that you are anywhere belle face. Stand, have principles. Whether you're a man or a woman, please have principles. And when you have your principles, stand on them. People will respect you. A lot of people will not like you, but they will respect you. But when you don't have principles, okay, no baton. Uzo, why you are coming with violence? Say Morayo is a nuisance. Let's call a spade a spade. That's the kind of person who will stay in an abusive marriage and just hold on to bear the title of Mrs. Lobaton. Uzo, you don't usually play. Why is it that you don't play? Your own is just bass. Yeah. Have principles, have values that you hold dear. There are some values that you hold dear that come what may. Yeah. People like us, we are like that. You like me, you don't like me. And I'm very proud of it because if I go back to the videos I made 6 years ago, it's the same stand. Because the thing about values and principles is that even though we are learning and unlearning, your principles will stand. I believe that people should be in a loving marriage or relationship where there is no fear, there's no abuse, there's no intimidation. That's my belief. It will never change. If you say like that Auntie Jada, Mommy Jada, whatever she calls herself, it's a sickness, that's your own. You are speaking long English. I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. So that's just it. Standards, your values, what do you hold important? But when you sit down and you just be talking anyhow, that's why people respect Nima. I like Nima. It's not because she comes from my area, it's because of her position. When I used to listen to them, there was one show they did one time that Adiola had to do a reaction to it where they were talking about. I can't remember the topic now. And the way they were talking, I'm like, eh? Wow. Romantic relationship has evolved and it must evolve, whether we like it or not. Aslin is telling us, thank you very much, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up. I am back. I think we've done justice to tonight's show. Did you enjoy yourself? Did you laugh? Those of you who are just joining, you didn't get to laugh. Hey, whoa. I did small comedy there. Oh. You know, I think in my former life, I was a stand-up comedian or something. Yeah. But my comedy is not the one I plan. No, it just happens, it's just something that happens unplanned. From nowhere, it will just happen. So I did a bit of comedy. If you missed it, go back and watch my reaction to Auntie J's video. But please, if you are listening to this, share this video and tell everybody that has shared that obnoxious video of this woman that's looking at me now that she's lying. She's a liar, bold-faced liar. Met Police will never issue a video saying that they are tired of Nigerian women. They will never encourage people not to report any cases of abuse. If you waste police time and you call the police when there is not an emergency, you don't feel like your life is at risk, they will arrest you instead. This is not a place you can bribe police and call police to one corner and say, officer, take this. No, you don't do that. You cannot do it. So what we're talking about, it is well. Thank you so much, everybody. I am back on Thursday. We have a true life situation, a real life situation where somebody in America is coming to share her situation with us. Please join me on Thursday. I'm going to need you guys, alone. All my Americano people from Houston to Maryland, you guys have never let me down before. Obodo fam, please come forward. We're going to need a lot of information. We're going to need advice for this young lady. She's in a DV relationship with an African American man. And when I tell you that it's bad, it's bad. Now he's trying to take her daughter. The situation is bad. She needs help. She needs information. Please come join me on Thursday and let's support this young lady to get some help. She feels very alone. She doesn't have any help because she's in a foreign land. She doesn't know her rights. And, let's try and help her, please. On Thursday, we're going to be talking about this. And I've been talking to her in the background and I told her we're going to try and do our best. This is what we do here. We're here to help. When she sent me some of the pictures, oh my God. Yeah, it's not a good situation at all. Dami is offended. She said, Uzo, you took it extremely personal. No need for that statement. Mariah is a nuisance. Let's call it spade a spade. She's the kind of person who will say in an abusive marriage. You see, Uzo, you are too blunt. You need to learn to be diplomatic. Now you've offended Dami. Dami, please don't take it personal. That's just Uzo's character. She doesn't mean it that way. Okay? Sorry about that. Let me apologize. It's not personal. Okay? Uzo is just so blunt. We know her already. But she doesn't mean it that way. We know she's not in an abusive marriage. Thank God. But yeah, it's okay. Sorry about that, Dami. Let me apologize. I can't hurt you. You're my daughter. You know I love you. Sorry about that, okay? Please tell me that you are not offended, okay? Sorry about that. Guys, give us a thumbs up. I'm about to end now. Join me on Thursday and we'll be talking about that young lady in America. Dami Joe, ma binu tori Ọlọ́run. Our princess, you know we love you, Jelly. Ma binu. Ma binu. It's just a difference of opinions. I'm going to do 2 short videos addressing Mom Auntie J and that woman talking about Met Police. She doesn't know anything about safeguarding. She doesn't know anything about the laws in the UK. I know because I went to school in this country and I work in social services and I know much more than she does. That's why she's standing on the street and yarning up at her. Okay? I have to apologize for Uzo because Uzo is too passionate. I love Uzo. Uzo no get filter. Sorry about that, Dami Joma Binu Shogbo. Don't be offended, okay? We love you. Sorry about that. They are attacking. That means fighting for Morayo. Uzo, Shara, be careful. You see, they are sending you love. Tonya said, I've not seen you tonight, Tonya, and you're here now. Because you hear that, Dami needs some love. Say, love you, Dami. I need to catch up on replay. Okay, guys, see you on Thursday. Make sure you are here, Uzo. I need your violence on Thursday to deal with this man that is dealing with our sister in America. You hear me? Okay. Thank you, everybody. See you then. Have a good evening. I love you guys. Yeah, we cannot fight. Let's not fight. We are all over the farm. There will always be a difference of opinions and all that, but it's all love. Okay? Okay. Kuburat is always very moderate. I like Kuburat because she's always very, balanced. Her opinions are she's moderated her emotions. So I think she's are you a Man of Prestige fan? Man of Prestige people always know how to bring it in a way that it will not offend. Also, you need to learn how not to offend. She said, I think Morayo has been intimidated by some powerful to be because of her openness in the past, some issue of subduing women who are vocal. Okay. Okay. And Uzo said that at a point that she said, Adami, Morayo said that she will rush home so that her husband will not beat her daughter. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. It is well. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Let me go now. I love you guys. Have a good evening. Did you have a good laugh? Yes. Let's end it with that laughter. Thank you.
Hey, Obodo fam, show some love to Auntie B. Hit, like, subscribe, and share. Are you in Europe, America, and struggling in your relationship? From argument to abuse and trust issues, we're here to help.
Lola and I founded Prestige Marriage Academy to transform your story. With 20 years of friendship, 17 years of marriage, experience with navigating the ups and downs of marriage, and personalized coaching, includes 24/7 support. Ignorance is expensive. WhatsApp us at +1 732 305 8577 to book a free discovery session today. Take charge now.
Don't wing it.
Join us in creating the love life you deserve.